Now let us see what is given in this 9.2 exercise problem number first. Total number of animals in 5 villages, that is village A, B, C, D, E. These are given. A has got 80 animals, B's village has 120, 90. Now using this symbol to represent this one symbol represent 10 animals, we have to do pictograph, and after pictograph we have to give answer of the questions. Now what is given in the problem, that is we have already know that this village A consists of 80 animals, B consists of 120 animals, C consists of 90, D consists of 40 and E consists of 60 animals. And this symbol represents 10 animals. So A consists of 80 animals means 80 animal, it means that we have to use this symbol 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. One symbol represents 10 animals. Village B consists of 120 animals means we have to use this symbol 12 times. C consists of 90 animals means this symbol we have to use 9 times. D consists of 40, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to use this symbol 4 times. And E consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 into 10 is 60 animals. So this is how the first part of this question that we have made pictograph. Now question number 1. Question number A. What is question number A? Question number A, how many symbols represent animals of village E? Now E village consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 symbols because 60 animals. So village E, animals of village E, animals of village E represented by 6 symbols. 6 symbols because it consists of 60 animals. So animals of village E represented by 6 symbols. Which village has maximum number of animals? Now second question, which village has got maximum number of animals? So this B consists of 120 animals and that is maximum. So village B consists of maximum number of animals. That is 120. But it is not asking the question. Which village has more animals, A or C? Now A consists of 80 animals, C consists of 90 animals. So A consists of 80 and C consists of 90 means village C consists of more animals. So as compared to village A, village C has more animals than village A. So this is question number 1. Question number 1 of this 9.2 exercise. Question number 1 of 9.2 exercise. Now let us see second problem of this exercise. Second problem. What is given? A prepared pictograph of students using one symbol represent 100 students and answer the questions. Now this consists of 400 students, so one symbol represent 100 students, so this represent 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this 4 symbol means it is 400 because one symbol represent 100 students. Now this is 535. Actually 35 is not 50, nearer to 50, so we have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 complete symbol and a half symbol. It is not exactly 35 but it is near about 50. Then in 2000 years number of students are 475. 475 means it is near about 500 but not exactly 100. So again we have to use half symbol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 400 complete and half symbol. 2003, 2002 in 2002 number of students are 600. So we use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 symbol. In 2004 there are 625 students. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 complete symbol, but there is no 1/4. We cannot do 1/4 of the symbol. That is why we have used half of this symbol. Now what happens if this represented by 50 students, then condition is like this. 50 students. 50 students means 400 divided by 400 and divided by 50. So 8 symbols are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Then it is divided by 50 means it is 10 symbol for 50 of 100 and one additional symbol is 11 symbol. 11 symbol, but 11 symbol is not 100% because it is not 50. Now in 2000 there are how many? 475. 450 divided by 450 divided by 50, that is equal to 9, and 9 plus additional one symbol is there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 symbol, that is additional one. So this is next. Now in 2003 there are 2002 there are 600. 600 divided by 50 means 12 symbols are there. So these are the 12 symbols represent the 600 students. And in 2004 there are how many students are there? 625. So 600 represent 12 students and additional 25 represent half or quarter symbol. So this is how to represent if the number of one symbol represent 50 students. Now there is second part of this question. How many symbols represent total number of students for the year 1998? 1998. In 1998, what happened? In 1998, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And fifth symbol is half. Fifth symbol is half. It is not exactly half, it is less than half, but it can be represented by. So how many symbols represented in 1998? So in 1998, how many symbols are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and half symbol used in 1998. Prepare another pictograph for 50 students. We have already made pictograph for the one symbol representing 50 students. Now let us see first problem. What is given? A bar graph given alongside show the amount of fruit purchased by government during year 1998 to 2002. Read the bar graph and write down your observation. For what is first question asked? In which year maximum production of wheat is there? So let us see. But all these are in the terms of 5,000 tons. Means one unit represent 5,000 tons. So what happened? First of all, let us calculate it. So in 1998, wheat production that is equal to, it is 15 into 5, 75,000 tons. So in 1998, this one you represent 5,000 tons. One represent 5,000 tons. So it is 5,000 tons. Now let us see this first problem. The bar graph given alongside shows the amount of food purchased by government during year 1998 to 2002. Read the bar graph and write down your observations. So first, in which year was the wheat production was maximum? First of all, let us read this graph. Now this is 5, this is 10, this is 15. In 1998, wheat production are 15,000 tons. 15,000 tons. In 1999, wheat production is 25,000 tons. In 2000, wheat production is 20,000 tons. 20,000 tons. In 2002, wheat production is 30,000 tons. So we have got now all the information with us. Now first question. The wheat production maximum in which year? In which year wheat production was maximum? So in 2002 wheat production is 30,000 tons. Wheat production is 30,000 tons. So in 2002 wheat production was maximum. Now second question, in which year wheat production was minimum? Minimum in 1998, because it is only 15,000 tons. In 1998 wheat production was minimum. In 1998 wheat production was minimum. In 2002 wheat production was maximum. Now let us see second problem. Observe the bar graph which is showing the sale of shirts in ready-made shop from Monday to Saturday. Now let us read the data. Monday, then Tuesday, then Wednesday, then Thursday, then Friday, then Saturday. So these are the Monday to Saturday. How many shirts sold? Sale of shirts. Number of shirts sold. Number of shirts sold. Number of shirts sold on Monday, that is 15. 15 shirts sold. 15 shirts sold on Monday. Then on Tuesday 10 shirts are sold. Then on Wednesday 20 shirts are sold. Then Thursday 40 shirts are sold. Then Friday there are 55 shirts sold. And on Saturday 65 shirts sold. So these are the observations drawn from the bar graph. So this one unit represent 5 shirts. This is represent 5 shirts, and these are on this horizontal axis there are number of shirts sold, and on the vertical axis day. So these are the day and number of shirts sold. Now what is question number 1? Question number A. What information does the above bar graph give? So what is the information given? The bar graph give information about number of shirts sold from Monday to Saturday. From Monday to Saturday in a ready-made shop. Actually, the question itself represents the information. What is the information? Sale of shirts in ready-made shop from Monday to Saturday. That is information given in the bar graph. Number of shirts sold in a week from Monday to Saturday, not Sunday. What is the scale chosen by horizontal line represent number of shirts? What is the scale? Scale is there. Scale 1 unit length. Scale 1 unit length on the horizontal axis, that is equal to 5 shirts. So this 1 unit length, that is 1 unit length represent 5 shirts on the horizontal axis. That is second question. On which day the maximum number of shirts sold? How many shirts sold on that day? So you know that Saturday 65 shirts are sold. Maximum shirts sold on Saturday, and that are 65 shirts sold. So 65 shirts sold on Saturday. How many shirts are sold on Saturday? 65 shirts are sold. So 65 shirts are sold on Saturday. So this is question number C, which consists of two parts. Maximum shirts sold on Saturday, and that is 65. On which day the minimum number of shirts sold? Tuesday, minimum number of shirts sold, that is 10. So on Tuesday, minimum number of shirts sold. Minimum number of shirts sold. And last question, how many shirts sold on Thursday? How many shirts are sold on Thursday? There are, I feel that it is 35, not 40. On Thursday, there are 35 shirts are sold. So, on Thursday, 35 shirts were sold. So this is how to read the bar graph and how to answer the question. What is the information given in the bar graph? Bar graph gives the information number of shirts sold in the week from Monday to Saturday in the ready-made shop. Scale on the horizontal axis, 1 unit length represent 5 shirts sold. Maximum number of shirts sold on Saturday, that is 65. 65 shirts sold on Saturday. On Tuesday, minimum number of shirts sold, and on Thursday, 35 shirts sold. 35 shirts were sold. This is question number 2. Now let us see third problem of this exercise. Now observe the bar graph. We show the marks obtained by Ajit in half-yearly examination in different subjects, and answer the question. So this information itself is the first answer of the first question. What information does bar graph give? Bar graph give, first of all, A. This bar graph gives information about marks obtained by Aziz in half-yearly examination in different subjects. Which subject? English, Hindi, Math, Science, SST. Now, second question, B question. Name the subject in which Ajit scored maximum marks. Maximum marks obtained, 80 marks obtained in Hindi. So, Ajit maximum marks scored. Maximum marks scored by Aziz Aziz in which subject? In Hindi. So in Hindi subject, maximum marks are obtained by this Aziz. See, name the subject in which minimum marks are obtained by the Aziz. So in SST, minimum marks obtained. Aziz got minimum marks. Aziz got minimum marks in social studies. So Aziz got minimum marks in social studies, maximum marks in Hindi. State name of the subject and marks obtained in each of them. And we have already done this tabular form. So in Hindi he got 80 marks, in English 60 marks, in maths 70 marks, science 50 marks, and SST 40 marks. So this is answer of question number D. So we have already got each subject and marks. Hindi, these are the subject and these are the marks obtained by Aziz. So this is how to get answer of the question number 3rd of this